Good morning, class for Cosmos. Our form for today is called the strength knot. And you might be wondering why I have the Trinity knot here with me today. It is because the strength knot is a different version of a Trinity knot, but it still works with 3 spades, but there is a difference. I'm going to move the form without explaining anything, and I would like you to observe the movement and to also move it with your finger. Okay? So I'm going to start now. I will do it again. There. Can you visualize it? Let's start with our practice page now. For this form, we are going to start using our colored pencils. Let us place our dots in the center and in a triangle around that center dot. Pause here and play again when you're ready. Now, for the inner strength knot, it's actually called the inner strength knot as opposed to just the strength knot. There will be a space in the middle of each spade that we will not go through in the form. So please observe closely. I will start here beside the point. And end here beside the other point. So in case you can see, I'll try to make it brighter there. Now I will cross to the towards the third dot, but watch closely. It is a slightly bigger curved line, and it went to the other side of the dot here. And then we will make another curved line that does not include that dot, which will end here. And then we will make a bigger curved line beside this dot here. Are you seeing it? Did you visualize it like this? Now we are going to have a smaller curved line that will end up beside the dot here. And lastly, a bigger curved line that includes the middle dot and goes back to the start. So, as you can see, instead of just 3 lines, 1, 2, 3, we have 2 facing each way. So there are actually 6 lines here rather than 3. So before you start on your paper, please try to move with me and my pencil first so that you can get the hang of the pattern before you do it on your page, on your paper. Alright, let's start here. Big, small, big, small, big, small. So when you do this on your page, just if you find a mistake in your stroke, that's okay, because again, it's the practice page. So try to do it and then come back when you're ready. Now we are going to try and equalize the three sides. Now instead of just a spade, it looks a bit like two ears, right? So we are going to try and add some thickness to make it look more equal. Here this spade is bigger than this, so when I thicken it, I'm going to move it inwards. And feel free to do this as well. And this will move this way, and this will move this way. So it doesn't have to be perfect. Whatever your form may look like, try to observe it and use whatever you observe as a way to improve the next drawing. So here I can see it's thin, so I'm going to thicken it. So right now we are just making the lines more pronounced. So this one is thin. So from here, I'm going to expand it a bit. So depending on what you have on your paper, that's how you will decide to adjust the form. It depends on how yours ended up. Pause here and now try to balance your form on your practice page. See what you can do to make the spades a little closer to each other. They don't have to be exactly the same, but try to look at your form and see where it's heavier or bigger or smaller, and try to make it a little more equal. But you don't have to aim for perfection here. We're just practicing and using all of our observations to make the next drawing better. Come back when you are ready for the next step. For the next step, I want you to pick a color in your set that looks to you like what inner strength feels like to you. There is no wrong color here. Just pick the color that makes you feel strong inside. Now for me, because we are in grade 4, I'm going to use this green color, which is the fourth color in the rainbow. And I'm going to use this to go over and under in the drawing. So I'm going to follow the shape. I'm going to switch here with darker green so that it can be seen better. So we are going over and under, fading to go under and go over here, then stopping here because we need to go under here, and then darkens gradually to the tip. We are going to leave a bit of a gap where each line approaches another line and goes under. And for now this is yellow, but later you will see in my final drawing that I'm going to go over it with a darker blue to make shadows where the lines go under. And then here it's another very close, two intersections that are very close to each other. So you go under and go over right away and under again. It's actually three. There are actually three intersections, so we have to be very alert. And then here, so just take your time and enjoy it. And I'm sure by now you're already getting used to the pattern of going over and under. And many of you said that it's getting easier to do these forms, and I'm glad to hear that. If you have finished the form early and would like an extra challenge, you could try to make a simple version, a smaller version on the side, knowing where you will be stopping to go under, because you have this bigger version here, and you can try drawing it freehand without the dots. So I'm going to start with this one, and I'll stop, and then there's a short one before I go to the tip, and then I'll go here to the middle of this line, and then to the tip, and then I'll go here, and then here to the other tip, and then going here, and then here. You can do this exercise after you make the form in your main lesson book. And coming back to the start, so try to do something like this, and then right now it looks a bit wonky. You can refine it and do it again and again, and try to put it around your practice page, but on your main lesson book just keep one nicely drawn form and try to shade and lighten so that it looks shiny and nice. Alright? So I hope you do your best work and enjoy!